How's it going, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today, I'm going to be doing my review for The Flash Season 9, Episode 11, which was titled A New World Part 2, The Blues. Now, going into this episode, I was aware that Barry wasn't going to be in it that long, apparently. At least that's what Grant Gustin and some of the other cast members were saying. So I was a little hesitant going into this because I was worried. I was a little concerned. And Barry really isn't in the episode for that long. And it's just a shame. What are we doing? I mean, really. Grant Gustin claims it's not his fault, so I can only blame, I don't know, some other entity. But, because I don't know who to blame specifically for this. But, it's tragic. I don't know why they think they can just not have Barry in his own show, but whatever. Especially because there's already been 3 episodes this season where the Flash didn't really show up. And yeah, Barry was in the episodes, but, not the Flash. And I don't know. It's just very weird. But I'm not going to dwell on that for too long. But I just wanted to give my brief thoughts on that whole debacle, because it's like, what? And coming off after the previous 2 episodes, I was like having high hopes for this season. I was like, all right, maybe we can end strong. This episode's not great. It's not bad. It's definitely not as bad as some of the other episodes this season. But like coming off that high, yeah, it's just, this episode doesn't seem as good as the previous 2. But basically, this is the one where everyone's kind of wondering where Barry is because, he disappeared. Iris is obviously very concerned. And then it's revealed that Mark is back. And they also confirmed it's a 7-month time skip. They might have already technically confirmed this before. But yeah, he did say this at the end of the episode that he's been gone for 7 months. So that was, I guess, a good piece of information. But then we find out that Cobalt Blue, or the Negative Speed Force, is inside of Mark, and then towards the end of the episode, Keone has to take like that crystal out of his hand and get the Negative Speed Force out of him. At least it actually, I was wondering if this was like some, I don't want to say hallucination, but like, I don't even know if this actually was Mark, but then it was revealed it actually was him, so I guess that's kind of cool. But, I thought Mark was out of the show because I forget what episode he left, but it made it seem like that was his final episode, him saying goodbye to Keone, and it's like, oh no, he's here. But then Keone says she's a goddess when they're at the hospital when Iris is in labor, and we'll talk about that in a second. But Keone is apparently a goddess. She's finding out more about her powers each episode, and then she decides that she needs to leave. Basically, because she believes that Central City isn't like the only thing she needs to protect, which I guess kind of makes sense, but it's like, I don't know what they're doing with that whole storyline. But yeah, going back to the Iris and labor thing, she's in labor, and then Barry returns, luckily, and then they go to the hospital, but then he disappears again right afterwards, so it's like, I don't know. I will say I wasn't expecting Iris to go into labor this early, because I was expecting maybe for her to give birth in like episode 13, the finale. But maybe she'll give birth next episode. That's a possibility. So yeah, kind of interesting, but I don't know where Barry went. So there you go. And then in this episode, we also get to see more of Eddie, although he's actually Dr. Malcolm Gilmore, which his name is Malcolm, like Malcolm Thawne. But I think he actually is Eddie, because he realizes when he goes to dig up Eddie's grave that his body isn't inside, and he is Eddie. And, it cuts to him when he's shot, and we have all those Season 1 flashes, which was cool, giving you some nostalgia. And I'll be interested to see where this goes in the next 2 episodes. I do fear that this Cobalt Blue storyline could be rushed, because again, only 2 episodes left. So we'll see how that goes. We also got to see Speed Force Nora in this episode. She's trying to help with things a little bit, which, I don't know, kind of feels like irrelevant to have her here. I mean, I know we saw Nora in the last episode. Not Speed Force Nora, but, it's just like, I don't know. Did we need to see her again? And what else happened? We also got to have a Cisco name drop in this episode. Now, I hope we get to see him again at some point in the final episodes here, because I'd like to see Cisco. I'm sure many people would like to see him again as well. I think maybe he'll show up in the finale. I don't know for sure. Yeah, I'm holding out hope for it, though. And I would like to see him. But that's pretty much it. Like, at least all I really care to talk about. It wasn't an amazing episode by any means, but I hope that these last two episodes can be like really good, kind of similar to episodes 9 and 10, because I think episodes 9 and 10 were decent. They're good episodes. I mean, especially for, so far standards with season 9. I think if the last two episodes are like really good, then yeah, I think we have a chance of this being a pretty good season overall, maybe. I don't know. I just hope this can end on a high note, because this episode wasn't amazing, but I'd like to see more of where this goes with Cobalt Blue and all that. Seems kind of interesting, so you never know. But let me hear your thoughts on this episode down in the comments below. What did you guys think about it? What was your favorite part? What do you think is going to happen next? Let me hear all that down in the comments. And if you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.